Janiki Remba's search began with a telescope-like device recovered from a buried ship. Aaliyah has found something similar beside an ancient crater. We progressed the story a bit, perhaps. That's good. Maybe we will sail to Iox and tell Mayari what we've seen. What do you think? Will the prodigal daughter return? Are we going back to Mayari? Let's just sleep and let 6 take us to Iox. We've gotten pretty good at the Elboreth to Iox path. Yeah, back to Iox. That sounds good. Now, of course, we're going to go see Huang. And then we'll see. Maybe 6 will want us to go to Mayari after we talk to Huang. We really should tell the professor what happened to Renba. And she will want to see the crown, right? Interesting. They took that bit of writing out. Do we no longer have... We definitely still have the crown. Maybe she's not interested in the crown anymore. Aaliyah, tell me, are you still wasting your time on your curious notions of history? What's so curious? Like, what are you talking about? You're a curator of artifacts, right? Well, now, your ideas are hardly wholesome. All that death and decay. You should devote yourself to a real science. Metallics, maybe. Loop philosophy. History is a science. What the heck is the curator talking about? It's the exploration of the past through evidence and theory. Honestly, most people think you will not be content until you have unearthed your own skull. Good faith to you, Aaliyah. May the waters light your way. So, okay, the curator is more like of a religious figure, huh? I really hate her. Understandable, mistress. They don't even believe in history here. They think the past and the future are the same thing. Right, like time was a loop. Like time was a clock face, mistress. It is quite rational. Is it, though? Don't tell me you believe it. This nonsense about the loop? Of course not. The great loop goes against all observable properties of time, not to mention basic entropy. But I have observed humans do not find contradictions hard to accept. Contradictions like what? Like you, mistress. You dislike robots and you rely on them. We've had this conversation before, I think. You are interested in history, yet you ignore your own. You are interested in people, and yet you prefer to be alone. Well, stop. I've heard enough. You are inquisitive but prefer silence. Baffling. And I'm just realizing this is the same kind of tree as the ones we saw in the lush moon, the graveyard. Indeed, mistress. I believe this one may be a clipping from that one. Oh, fascinating. Well, let's go talk with the one person in this place that maybe appreciates history the way I do. But now that we talked to that curator, I'm definitely not going to give him any more artifacts. Like, that's absurd. I've made a few finds recently, Huang. Show me. The telescope, the inscribed dented telescope we found in the crater, right? Like, we think it's an observatory now? There's an unbroken inscription. I think I recognize a word in there, but it's complicated. I don't know what this word means. Oh, that's Huang who thinks he recognizes a word. And yeah, he recognizes this, which is to be like a god. I remember this one here. Yeah, that's all together. Drowning. That's what we thought it was, right? Yes, let's go. And then this is something that is like a god, a blessing. Drowning in to drown in stars is a blessing. Wow. It makes a lot more sense. Thanks, Huang. Interesting. I've seen something similar, if I remember right, and it also had script. What are you doing, 6? Seizure warning. Partying now. Here it is. This was written on a battered copper sextant. It was found in an Elborethian market years ago. We found a battered copper sextant, I think, in one of the ruins last episode. There's a few words in this one. Yes, indeed. I recognize a lot of this stuff. So let's try this. So hold this. And this is which, huh? So of which. What does of which actually mean? I don't know, but it's something we don't know yet. Let's just try is. Because I don't think I've ever seen is within another word. Is your heart. Hold this. Yeah. What can I put in there? It's not going to be right, but I'll put which. Oh, I can do more, huh? Where? Oh, the as. Hold this as which something is your heart. Yeah, I don't think I know enough to understand this. Huang, do you have any assistance for me? Any more? Oh, let me see. No, nothing comes to mind. Shall I archive the dented telescope? No. I'm not finished with it. Oh, well, of course. Yeah, I'm not giving you crap anymore now that I know what the curator is like. Let's talk more. I've got a few things for the curators. We say. Inscribed broken tablet, I forget. The chart found on the Domed Market Moon? Let's just show him that. You seen anything like this chart? Oh, now. I've seen something a bit like that, I think. The chart wasn't inscribed, it was like a picture? Interesting. There we go. It's a sketch of a cloud map. It was found buried here on Iox back in Mayari's supervisor's day. A map of the rivers? Maybe. I don't think I've seen the up sign start a word. Oh, brother. Darn it. Wind. Okay, that was right. I'm convinced my translation for wind is correct now. The up movement, of course. And this was blows. Wait. Rises, yeah. Moves up. Wind rises and many people? And people will sail. Wind rises and people will sail. Sounds right. Any more? Oh, how about this? An aged chart of a moon found in a Renaki house 6 months ago. New symbol. So we got to separate these double commas, probably like that. This was you, but maybe it's connected to the robot. We'll try that. And then a long one, you will find a place of no movement that is of coldness. It's a long one, but I'm confident it says find in it. That's a nice one to have confirmed. Okay, and I said this was... What did I say this was? Yeah, a place of no movement. Port. And then this was cold. Hang on. Why is this warm then? It's not cold. This is probably not warm. Can't be pilgrims. That's crazy. Small. This could be a size? Huh. I'm just gonna put cold. You will find port of cold way. I don't think that's right. Any more? No, nothing comes to mind. I'll take the chart to the archives then. Not finished, Huang. Well, you can show me your other finds later. Who was this Mazway you're always reading about? She was a sailor from maybe 20 loops ago. She was a traveling monk. They measure time in loops? That's interesting. Well, guess what? I found her withering palace. Mind blown. It was beyond the garden, just as she wrote. Oh, that's wonderful. What was there? It was beyond the garden. I'm not sure I understood the beyond the garden part of that. I brought you one. It's an original copy of the Chronicles of Mazwai. Aaliyah, it's beautiful. Aaliyah, it's annotated. This is incredible. I'll have to... Yeah, just let me know if you find anything. Oh, of course. Of course I will. You're welcome. Well, should we go to Mayari? No, we should leave, Six says. Oh, we should leave now, mistress. Okay. The game really should not have given me that option. This way, mistress. I'll lead you to the ship. So, to Renaki, right? We really should. Okay, she does want to see the crown. I was curious why it didn't say that when we got to Iox. What happens if I plotted a course to Iox here? Is that possible? Also, the game really wants me to look at this figurine. Oh, I really should return this to my Aircy, huh? I've grown rather attached to it. Yeah, we'll keep it. I don't see why she would want to... Let's look at the Nebula. Have I looked at the Nebula before? Look out there. It seems to go on forever. Mistress? What are the rivers, Six? I'm so confused. Flows of oxygen, hydrogen, ice. Their velocity keeps them coherent. It's like they're going somewhere. The rivers. But they never do go anywhere. I thought they all go to Iox. They just cycle round and round. Yeah, I guess they don't go to Iox. They go past Iox. Well, I'm gonna get some shut-eye. Will you take us to Renaki as far as you can, I guess? Yeah, we could... Oh. Those are the only two places we can go while resting, huh? Yeah, actually, I'll sail her. You're not gonna be able to get us to Renaki. The game wants us to go to Maersi and return that statue. Probably I missed something there, like obviously. But oh well. I will ready the chalks, mistress. This is the first time he's ever readied the chalks as far as I'm aware. Could it really be the observatory we're after? Let's find out. Sailing to Renaki in the Renaki Reach via the Verdant Pass and the Silk Pass. Can you just do it for me, please? Indeed he can. Okay, I guess we can take either way. We'll go left, I suppose. We've reached uncharted waters, mistress. No, we haven't. We know the way to Renaki. It's not uncharted. I guess it's uncharted for me. I guess I've never been there. Or he took a horribly wrong turn somewhere.
Once, sailing through Eagle's Pass, I thought I saw a gigantic ship. As large as a moon, moving down the river like a shadow. Of course, I was ahead of it, and by the time I looped around, it was gone.
You think that was real? Interesting the music stopped. Just because we were traveling in that part of the nebula? Huh. I feel like I've been this way before to the hideout moon. No, not quite. Oh, I think I saw some kind of structure just then. Really? I missed it. Yeah, but it's gone now. What if the rivers aren't natural at all? We've really been dwelling on that conversation, huh? What if they weren't created by storms or magnetic fields or anything like that? What else could they be? Well, anyway, let's get down to this shipwreck. The earliest days of the Nebula. Mistress, I found a necklace of gold. From the earliest days of the Nebula. Look how small it is. This must have belonged to a child. The jewel has been inscribed, mistress. Oh, I can hardly see the glyphs. They're so small. Yeah, this is on a jewel. Impressive. We can guess sun there. And high. And very high. Interesting. Sure, we'll guess it. It likes it. I believe you can be confident of your translation for old, mistress. All right, so action in movement up. Rose? Hang on. It's past tense. Okay, this calls for a journal deep dive. Are seriously all the action words we have, all the verbs we have, are they present tense except for this one? I could have sworn there was a past tense verb that wasn't that symbol. Okay, and then a place of many waters. Sun rose high, high old sea. Huh. Does sun rose high, high old sea work? Sure, we'll say it works. Most likely this comes from the same site as the book and the rudder chunk we found earlier. This should help us work out where to look for a moon further out than any we had seen before. Heaven's Vault? I'm sure Tappy would love to get this necklace. Yeah, he probably would. All right, hang on. Was this somewhere distant? Or was this site? All right, hold on. I need to see. Okay, yeah, the golden site. Oh no, the golden site is somewhere distant. Right? Which is... Sorry, which is this somewhere distant? Yeah, interesting. So what's this pre-Empire site? Okay. So is the silver knife that Tappy gave us? It's where the notched knife came from. And all this stuff was mostly from the Holy Empire. Yeah. Oh, please don't go right. Okay. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do a deep dive. A deep dive in the inscriptions. First, let's solvable stuff it up. Find your way, easy as pie. That's probably rivers. That's probably will, and we got I. And we got sail. Oh yeah, I remember this one. I will sail rivers on my ship. Now, where is it? Where the heck is my? I swear I got my. Okay, we're getting it now. Oh, we got your. But now I know it's my. I've known that was my for so long. And we can exit, and now it's not. Oh, and now it's solvable. On rivers of light we sail forever because we locked in the on. Yep. Stars above and wind below. Sail winds and open sky. Book of Ancient Lives. It was indeed book, not source. Okay. So now I need to look at the action words. Because I'm pretty sure we know what the tenses are. And then there's the other one that looks like this with the two lines above it as what? Future tense? Something like that? Okay, so past tense, that checks out. Banished has it, past tense, checks out. Follow is present tense. Bless is present tense, yeah. Move is present tense. All right. I'm sure of it. So here we have what could be the future tense. And what does this mean? Time, not future, so ends. When heart ends, books whose future goes on. I don't know if that could be future tense. Sail is present. I will sail rivers on my return. Oh. Yeah, I thought that was my ship, but no, it's my return. Okay, in present tense, or future tense. So it's like a place that's not in the future that's going. My brain cannot make sense of these sentences. Present tense, verb. Speak for the silent. Oh, this means 0. We have 1 and 0. And then the line would be next, and then maybe there's like 2 dots would be 2. There was a one we found recently, and I'll be done in the journals for now. Would have been right around here. A very interesting one. Which I can't do anything with, but wow, there's a line that's completely down. There's 2 next, so like way after. But I think this is next. I think I confirmed that, but no, I don't remember. Maybe it was combined with something else. A dot next, like one after one after the next one. Yeah, I don't know. My first thought was numbers, but I don't know. Okay, let's get to Renaki. Bless the moons indeed. We made it to Renaki. And I'm saying Renaki, I forget why. The wellspring's 6. The air they pour out, the air we breathe, where does it come from? A mystery. It's a mystery. Where do any of us come from, mistress? Well, you came from the rock. You came from a hole in the ground in Iox. We got that one. But I guess, like, where before that, right? Indeed, mistress. Okay, so Rucka. Yeah, I was probably asking about the pronunciation of things because Rucka is spelled kind of like Renaki. I assume I did not grow on Iox. Oh, avoid some notice. Why are we avoiding notice on Renaki? And Renaki is beyond the reach of Iox. I'm not sure I realized that. Is it out of the protectorate?
We came to Renaki like thieves, hoppering ourselves into a narrow alley between high, blank walls.
Sounds busy out there. I would estimate the local population to be around 12,000. The odds of finding one man here are, therefore, pathetic. Well, let's hope he's important then, huh? The more important he is, the less likely he is to be roaming the streets, mistress. This way. Why? Why that way? You're not the boss of me. I won't do what you tell me. We didn't go to Mayari when you wanted to, and I won't go that way. I'm confident Amadu is not hiding in this alleyway, mistress. All right, fine. Oh, wait, what's over here? This looks like the fence in the graveyard and stuff. Yeah, it's a locked door. We've seen these kind of locked doors before, but it's not, there's no opera eye. And I guess that would not be very inconspicuous, huh? Alright, we'll go the way 6 wanted us to go. Is this wise, mistress? We are far from Iox. We are likely to attract considerable attention. Try not to be too weird then, you weird robot. I'm a robot, mistress. I do not get to choose how I deport myself or where I go. Yeah, that's kind of sad. You're my slave, aren't you? Well, I'll try to be inconspicuous. I'll try to act natural, you too. Hopefully no one will realize we never went into this alley.
We snuck out of the alley mouth into a bustling street. Hawkers shouted each other down about their wares.
These look cool. Rugs. The pattern's similar to the one on the Nightingale. Mayari gave me that one. That was nice of her. Maybe we should go talk with her. Any sign of ruins on this moon, 6? No, mistress. This moon appears well inhabited. Nothing here is old. Whoa, I don't recognize half these fruits. I said, I don't recognize half these fruits. Good faith. Good faith to you, fine lady. Would the lady care for a flat mango, perhaps? Yeah, I'll take an apple. Wait, but a flat mango, be polite. Oh, just an apple, fine lady? I have buttermelons, ripe sour berries, wet fruit, caramel grapes, fizzy just today. What are those? Ah, the lady is from Iox. Something less exotic then. Perhaps I can interest you in a kumquat fist. What? We are not doing a good job of acting naturally. Just say yes. Just enjoy the fruit. You heard me. How about a red pomelo? Can't possibly object to one of those. Where do you get this fruit from? It seems very fresh. It is fresh indeed. I grow it myself. Well, do let me know if you fancy anything, fine lady. You know a man called Amadu? I really want to try one of these fruits, but oh well. Amadu? Now, I really couldn't be sure of that. So many people buy my fruit, you understand. It's so very good, you see. Most people like my fruit. The pomelo sounds good. I'll package that up, fine lady. I prefer jewelry in gold. I'll offer something small. Those are small. How about this cracked crystal charm? I've seen better. You have a deal, though. Your fruit, fine lady. I suppose your servo will carry it. Now, I asked you about a man called Amadu. Curiously, I do know him as chance would decree it. He is in town today, I think. You'll most likely encounter his entourage. And whereabouts would I encounter them? In the plaza. Good faith to you. Alright, well, we talked about the fruit already, so I won't belabor the point. This is the way to the plaza? She's going through there, right? Can I just open the door? Who is this Amadu, mistress? Huang said he might know something, right? I don't know who he is. I forget. A merchant, maybe? Huang might have just been showing off that he spoke to someone. Is this not the plaza? I see a thing. That's the local government hall? Not the plaza. Alright, fair enough. Renaki isn't part of the protectorate. No, mistress. We are quite far from Iox here. We could ask them if they know where Amadu is. Oh, I suspect keeping a low profile is wiser, mistress. Yeah, we know he's in the plaza anyway. Let's just find our way to the plaza, huh? It must be this way, right? Because we came from that alleyway. It could also be down there, but I don't think so. This looks more like it. The people here seem affluent. My analysis of the air suggests a high moisture content.
The market of Renaki seemed to never end. Shoemakers sold boots to the fruit sellers, who sold sour apples to the knife makers, whose blades the shoemakers used to make boots. I don't know if anyone on Renaki ever slept, but If they did, I bet they bought and sold their dreams.
It's interesting they're not part of the Protectorate. I would have guessed, based on what I know of Iox, that they would have pushed heavily to have an affluent planet like this as part of the Protectorate. Anyways, my character is interested in pottery, right? They can't sell all of these, surely, unless they break them after every meal. Keep your eyes open for an entourage, whatever that means. Hey, what the heck's an entourage? My eyes do not close, mistress. They do not exist.
The fountain was messing about in the middle of the square, spitting at passers-by.
Can you imagine a fountain like this on Elboreth just spilling water into the street? And where does the water come from? Is there a wellspring right here? No, mistress. I believe the water is pumped up and cycled. Still, it's still here. If this was Elboreth, there'd be a pipe running it into someone's tank. Do you think anyone would stop me filling a bottle? I doubt the water is drinkable. The water would still be worth a goat or two on Elboreth, even if it isn't drinkable. This place doesn't seem wealthy compared to Iox. Iox is staggeringly wealthy, mistress. Iox is wealthy enough not to trade. Interesting. Alright, where's the entourage? This is the plaza, right? Baskets. Woven from grass. One basket looks the same as another to me. A cook. Hungry 6? Hilarious. Best not to go wandering off. This is a big moon. Can't go through here, huh? Okay. Where's the entourage? Got some shoes here. Where's the shopkeeper? I could steal a pair and run off in them. Perhaps they are so badly made they would trip you up. That's funny. Half of these stalls don't have merchants. Aren't they worried about thieves? Perhaps these people are rich enough to be honest. Or perhaps the punishment for stealing is extreme. Either of those makes some sense to me. Alright. Ooh, this looks archaeologically interesting. Beautiful vases, right? I could keep my paintbrushes in them if I painted. Or flowers. Ah, up the stairs maybe. I wonder what people here use them for, the vases I mean. They're for oil and water for bathing. How could you not know that? Where am I going? Back to the vases? Come on. Where's the game taking me? What's your book? I like books. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Of course not. Well then. My name's Leah. Why am I talking to you? Mina. Well, sorry to trouble you. I'll let you read. You're new here, aren't you? To Renaki. You must have sailed here. You never been on the rivers, huh? Of course I haven't. My soul is pure. What do you mean by that? Only what everyone knows. The rivers damage the souls that sail them. Well, some people say reading is sinful. I read and sail. How appalling. I'm sorry, but most people wouldn't just say it like that. Doesn't your husband complain? I don't have a husband. Of course you don't. Listen, I'm looking for something. There are no booksellers here. I get all my books from my father. His name is Amadu. He's a trader. Well, there you go. That's his stall on the roof over there. I was trying to go there. A trader? He must sail then, right? Uses servos, obviously. That's what he trades in. Good faith to you.
I could smell fried meat, spiced apple, fresh leather, wealth.
Yes, I know, Aaliyah. We've been over this. Ah, they put makeshift ramps for the robots. That's nice. Did I find Amadu? Amadu? Here you. I met your daughter. You're Amadu, huh? And she sent you to me? What do you want? I was told you could help me. Want a servo? Buying? You got one already. Not here about robots. What do you want? I've come to ask you about an ancient observatory. That's a strange thing to ask a servo dealer about. What makes you think I know where any observatory might be? A friend of mine told me to talk to you. Was it Huang? Yeah, it was Huang. So, little Ioxian with the big ears has sent a bigger Ioxian. Was my discovery worth to this one? I found an observatory, it's true. Well, why don't you tell me where it is so I can go? Why don't I? Shimmering idea. Perhaps I could throw in a servo into the bargain. What do you think? I'm a serious person, Amadu. You have a nice smile, I'm sure, underneath all that serious talk, but I do not think it is so very nice. Alright then, what do you want? The fine looking robots you have there. You know, I'd happily trade the robot, but it's not mine to trade, unfortunately. Mistress! I don't see anyone else around. Mistress, please. I'm not yours to sell. Trust me, Six. It's the best thing for you. That does not seem likely. So, once I give you 6, you gonna cut off his head? No, certainly not. My servos are in prime condition. That they don't have heads is their decision. Yours is a masterpiece. Alright, I think we have a deal. Excellent. Mistress, please. Glass of water, then. Settle the matter in the stomach. Thank you. Now, transfer ownership to me. Tell me what I want to know first. Lady jokes, of course. I'm not giving you my robot for nothing. Fine, lady. Consider the situation. I'm a respectable businessman with a reputation to secure. You're some kind of vagabond who tends to leave this moon at a moment's notice. You will trust me. Yeah, all right. 6. I suppose this is goodbye. Do not overdo the moment, mistress. I'm deeply unhappy about this. Now you behave. I transfer what possession I have of you to this man. Excellent. Now let's put that to the test. Robot, please forcibly eject this young lady. Indeed, master. Amadu, your daughter told me you were a man of honor.
But it is you who dishonors me. I'm a dedicated servo dealer. I know how these things work. For example, I know how ownership is transferred. I think perhaps you don't.
Yeah, but, yeah. You saying I cheated you?
Yeah, and amateurishly too. You don't own this robot any more than I do.
Yeah, I know. It was worth a shot. You gotta hand me that.
Was it? What is the observatory worth to you? Not that much, perhaps, since you weren't willing to pay a fair price.
You didn't suggest a fair price. Listen, I knew Six would come back. Maybe with some information, maybe not.
It would have been difficult for the robot to learn anything. As it happens, I don't know where the observatory is. Whoever sent you to me was misinformed.
Misinformed by you?
Certainly possible. But I do know something of the place. Here. It's out there somewhere, the observatory. This may help you find it.
Huh. You're just gonna give it to me for free? Well, thank you. Okay, I may have misjudged you. It's inscribed with my... I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure about my, and I'm sure about words, probably. But, oh, this is one big word. And now I forget what it was. It was of masters. So, right, possessive masters. My master's words. Let's take it to a Roy, right? Curious. So, yeah, you're willing to help me now? Even after I kind of tried to scam you out of the information that you didn't have?
Why not? I don't know where it came from. So how about this? When you find the observatory, and I think maybe you will, then any servos you find inside, any robots, bring them to me.
Yeah, you have a deal. Real one this time, yeah?
Excellent. No need to drink on it. Last time will do for now. Look forward to your return. Bring me good news next time you come, yeah?
Mistress, what just happened? I was certain you were about to abandon me. No. Yeah, I don't trust that man. Any further than I could spit. No point trading a robot for a false lead. I wouldn't have done that to you, Six.
A fat man with a scar flashed a cheeky smile at me as he walked away.
This place is so happy. Can't imagine Elboreth being like this. Wealth and distance from Iox. They seem to sell everything here. Look in here. Those are lizards, aren't they? Gecko, all colors. Sell lizards? Buy gecko. Finest gecko, it climbs walls. Can reach hard to reach places. How much does one cost? 33. 6, I'm gonna buy a gecko. I will not carry it, mistress. You got space down there, don't you? I'm not having a gecko clambering around inside my lower drawers. Gecko! I'll buy a stripy one, please. Let's see what you brought. I prefer ancient and mysterious things. That's nice. So, not a pomelo? Oh, you have a deal! Sweet. What do you think, Six? Looks like a rat. It's nothing like a rat. It has legs and crawls. Also, mistress, think your gecko has escaped. No! Gecko! Very possible. Gecko's very quick. Where'd it go? Cracking stone. You want more, gecko? This time you hold it tight by the neck. You didn't tell me that before. I think you know how gecko work. Gecko very hard to catch. My job catching geckos very hard. A scam artist is what you are. I'd rather have talked to the lizards. Where's the crack in the rock? Can't believe we gave away the cracked crystal necklace for nothing. Suppose you think the gecko might know the whereabouts of a lost palace? Might be descended from a great king gecko of yesteryear. Are you... What? It's remarks like that that make me wish I had a gecko. Can I buy another one? Duh. Darn you, gecko. All right, well, let's see if we can trade other things. Ooh, jars for water. Or oil, perhaps. Berries. And other fruits. Amazing, all these fruit sellers don't end up fighting each other. Quite possibly they do. Can't buy another gecko, unfortunately. Unless I'm just missing how. If I might ask, mistress, what is the plan now? I'm thinking. Yeah, it's not letting us hopper. Interesting. About what exactly, mistress? Nothing. Let's get out of here. The hopper? Yeah, fire it up. Who cares? Stand by, mistress. And so we left the surface of Renaki, the market moon. Okay. I bought a gecko and the gecko escaped. Tragic. I was really looking forward to having a pet that wouldn't give me snark like Six does. The bracelet from Amadu appears a genuine artifact, mistress, but one that comes from a site we've already discovered, the cratered moon with the ramps. I knew that place was an observatory. I don't think it was Remba's observatory. Yeah, what is this bracelet anyway, though? You think a Roy might? Yeah, Roy would know. Let's take to the seas. Take us to Elboreth. Yep, to Elboreth. Let's show a Roy the thingamajigger. Maybe if we bring her enough jewelry, she'll love me again. I could show the metal cylinder to Oroi. Could be. Good idea. Set Boyoki Rafar. Cat kiss. Remenya mia ni hua. That's different. Nothing's happening? Set Boyaki Rafar. I said cat kiss. You stupid contraption. Remenya mia ni hua. What? It isn't working? I don't understand it. What's happened? Set Boyaki Rafar. Mercy? No response, obviously. Set Boyaki Rafar. I can't think of anything to try. What's happening? It's no good. It's taken against me. What? Did I say the gate word wrong? No, mistress. The gate has simply rejected you. Why? What did I do? I've no idea, mistress. Is it the bracelet? Maybe the gate didn't like something I've got with me. I've got this knife. Maybe the gate doesn't like weapons? Offer the knife to the gate? Do you want this?
N.
The silver sailor's knife's gone. Is that good? Do you think I'm gonna give it back? Going to get it back? Are there any more inscriptions on the gate, Six? Anything that boy might have found that we've missed? No, mistress. But if the word was a password, it would not be written beside the lock, you dummy. I agree, that was stupid. Well, we can go now, right? We can go to Arroy? What the heck? We gave the knife to the gate. Okay. Is there something wrong with the gate? No. It is as temperamental as ever. Tread softly. Okay, so we've had this problem before, perhaps. It's a temperamental gate. Well, let's see if now that we've gotten rid of the weapon, it works. We do have a wooden sword, but I guess it's maybe a silver metal sort of situation.
Ayini Huake.
Phew, it works. It's working again. All right, so don't trade for weapons because we'll have to give them back up to get to Arroy. Good to know. The game always thinks we want to go to that place, and then we only leave when we're tired of it. Very silly.
I heard a sound like someone dropping a bag of rice or falling out of bed.
Leah, what can I do for you? You okay? You're sleeping in the middle of the day, huh? Well, the cactus gate gave me some trouble. Is that not interesting? How do you get all your tools and things through it? I had to give it my weapons. Yes, it does that. The best way for you to get around it? No idea. I have a Rebesque foil in my arm so it doesn't bother me. A what? Oh, never mind. Don't trouble your pretty head about it. So you have a foil in your arm. It's not deep. And it's only a small one. Yeah, it's nothing much. Just enough for the gate to recognize you. What? Wait. Whatever. Show her the metal cylinder. What do you make of this? I was given it by a merchant. He seemed to think it was from a library. Yeah, it might be. Did you really not recognize it? Just tell me what it is, Arroy. Look at the pair of you. You're like frogs on a log. This thing is the screw ring from the top of a power cell from a robot. Really? Well, bye. Don't be a stranger, Aaliyah Lazra. Goodbye, Arroy. The conversation with her ends so abruptly. It's hilarious. So she said that the bracelet we got was a neck piece from a robot. Go back to Iox, Aaliyah. Fair enough. No, you know what? Let's hash this out. We've got some weird beef, and we need to fix it. Communication is key in this relationship. Wow, she freaking hates us. Arroy! All right. Whew. I'll go to Tappy, and then we'll go to this pre-Empire site, and hopefully we'll find enough to get to Heaven's Vault, right? But presumably we'll find something that'll take us to this ancient unknown site, and like we'll go here, we'll get enough to go to this unknown site, and then we'll go to either the Heaven's Vault somewhere distant or some other thing. And we'll do that next time. See you then.